tonight we're going to talk about something, I think it's a theme that resonates with a lot of you, and it is, the truth is, it is not safe. And it's not safe to be what? So we're going to talk about that. I think we're going to do some energetic work as well, just to see if we can start shifting some beliefs on that and hopefully help you feel better. As usual, I will be reading cards for some of you. Sorry, I've got a bit of a rash on my neck, so I'm just putting some cream on. I'll be reading cards. Some of you have already asked for cards in advance, so I'll be reading for you, and for others, if you're joining me live, then we will answer those for you. Okay, so let's see if anyone is joining me. Hey Mickey, hi Artie, how are you both doing? Hope you're having a good week and it's been busy and profitable for you both. Say hello, please. Okay, can you hear me okay? Just want to double check everything is working on the sound stuff, and hopefully this week we won't have the glitching we had last week. We've reset our modem and all sorts this last week, so hopefully it's all working fine. Okay, so let's crack on. The truth is not safe. And when I was sitting with this, I was given a whole load of beliefs attached to this, right? The truth is it's not safe for me to be me, for me to be myself, for me to shine, for me to say no, for me to choose something else, for me to be different, for me to be rich, or for me to be successful. The truth is it's not safe for me to have my cake and eat it. The truth is for me that it's not safe for me to follow my dreams, or for me to be a woman or to be gay, for me to have boundaries, or for me to stand up for myself, for me to lose or gain weight or change my external appearance, for me to change. These are just some of the beliefs we have around the truth is it's not safe, right? And this is such a fundamental belief, because if you do not feel safe in daily life, for whatever reason, it is very difficult for you to move forward in your life. It is very difficult for you to accomplish the changes and the desires that you have for your life. So where does this messaging come from? So it will come from your lived experience. Yeah, nice. Nice. Very good, Mickey. I hope the meeting went well. So where do this fear come from? This truth of, the truth is it's not safe for me to be, and all the things I listed before. Where's that come from? It's come from your lived in experience. What have you experienced? Have you had trauma? Have you had a horrible experience where you felt really unsafe and no one helped you? That will be one. Another will be if you're a woman, or if you're gay or bi or transgender or those kind of things, you might find that social media doesn't feel very friendly to you, or traditional media doesn't. And then there's the cultural narratives. You know, in a lot of cultures, they like, a classic example is actually Asian comics. For a long time, there weren't Asian comics in America, the UK, etc., because that was not considered an acceptable job. So stepping out of that and becoming a professional comic, big deal, right? Took a lot of courage. So there's cultural narratives going on as well. And the problem with it's not safe, and then whatever your belief is that it really strips away the joy of life from you. It stops you acting. You'll often find yourself in a repeating pattern of, you step forward and then you stop yourself, either through sabotage or something happens and it just stops. And you have to start again and start again and start again. Right, there you go. So I've had to deal with trauma about being gaslit way back from when I was 7 years old. Exactly that, right? So when you're being gaslit and you're being told what you said is something you didn't say, or what you believe isn't true, immediately you're coming down to, it's not safe for me to trust my own memory, my own judgment, my own ability to recall things, right? My ability to say things. That's how it's not safe would show up for you, Mickey, right? So how we experience trauma can really inform it. So an example would be for myself, for example, I was an emergency cesarean at birth. And so for me, I was born with, it's not safe to live, right? Started at day one. And so I've had to really work through and trawl through and change those beliefs. And the problem, as I said, is it strips away joy and it stops you enjoying life. It prohibits change and inhibits change. So you might find you're able to make changes in tiny incremental steps, but then it might be that case of 2 steps forward or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, for example. So it's not safe to be myself encapsulates a lot of the beliefs that I mentioned at the beginning of this live. And it is not, the other problem with that truth is that it strips away your connection to God. And, you know, as I said a couple of weeks ago, that connection is never, ever taken away from us. It is our physical human experiences that removes it, that makes us forget about it, that makes us doubt that we're still connected, makes us doubt that He loves us, makes us doubt that He would help us in any shape or form. And when you have a truth that starts off with the truth is it's not safe, and by the way, it's not a truth, it's just a belief that's working for you at the moment. But when you have that kind of truth and you feel like you've been abandoned by God as well, that's when you start going, well, there's no such thing as God, or you might go, I'm going to just leave him over there and I'm going to do my own thing and we don't have to mix. I certainly did that one. Or you might refuse to have that conversation with God. And so this particular belief, the truth is it's not safe, ... is pernicious. It's insidious. Sorry, just having a bit of my lemon and ginger tea there. It infects everything because it will affect your friendships, it will affect your relationships, it will infect your work and your ability to do your work. It will infect your faith in yourself to do well at school or to understand what is going on or to contribute in some kind of meaningful way. That is the problem with this belief. And as I said, it's pernicious and it's insidious and it infects everywhere. So it'll also be in your physicality. Some of your cells will believe this as a truth. And so what we want to do today is we want to start rooting out that truth for you, okay? And we want to start changing the energy of it. We don't want to keep living this lie because it is stopping you. And one of the things I keep telling you guys is like, you can have whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. The lyrics of the song, that's how I came to this live, is I kept hearing the lyrics of the song. And when I asked what it was about, I got, hi, Carolina, I got, it is safe for you to be in this world. It is safe for you to be you. The truth is God loves you, right? And so this is the foundational change that we want to create for the ones of you that need it. There will be a couple of you within the group who no longer need to change this because you do know the truth is it is safe for you to be here. It is safe for you to be you. But there'll be many amongst you who are still actually struggling to accept this as a truth. And so that's why I was brought to it. For those of you that are new to the group and haven't watched many of these lives, just to help you understand how I get to this topic that I do with you, is I do it in one of two ways. Either, like this week, I keep being sent something, a thought or a song or a sentence or a statement, and it will come back to me 2 or 3 times. And that's when I know, okay, that's what the subject is for the Tuesday. or I feel into the group and then I will feel into what you guys want. So manifesting is something that is frequently wanted by all of you. And actually tonight's live is also connected to manifesting, because if you don't feel safe to be you, how on earth can you manifest? How on earth can you create the life you want? Because you're building something on foundations of sand, essentially. So we want to actually change that belief, and then so that we give you a really good footing. So for those of you who are new to the group, that's how I get to the topics. If there's any particular topics you want me to talk about, message me and I will see what the rest of the group feels vibrationally and bring those to you. So let's do some energy work. Okay, so I love doing the energy work. So what I want you to do is just close your eyes. If you're watching on replay, this will work on replay too. Okay, so let's close our eyes. Thank you for all the hearts. That's very nice. Makes me feel all warm inside. Okay, so let's just close our eyes and we're going to connect to your higher self through your hope vortex, which is in the middle of your chest, just in the middle of the diaphragm. It's also known as your unconscious gateway. And we're going to invite your higher self to wrap her energy or his energy around your soul energy. And we are going to now ask our higher selves to show us each individually, and you can share this if you want, if you feel you want to a memory or memories of when you experienced a point in your life where you did not feel safe. So for some of you, I'm getting this will be teenage years, early in the teenage years. There's a few of that, but you're quite young. So you might have experienced some abuse or some really harsh parenting, I'm getting. For the teenagers amongst you, it feels like there's a lot to do with body image, body consciousness. And a feeling of awkwardness persists with all of them. For some of you, not feeling safe has come from your relationships, your boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever your romantic relationship is. And it's that feeling of being let down by someone that you thought you could trust. And once you have been brought to your memory, I want you to start really feeling all the feelings around that memory. So like I've said, some of you felt let down. Some of you felt hurt. Mickey's given us a beautiful example here in how she would have felt unheard and unlistened to. Some of you will have felt sorrow and sadness. And I want you to have the visual of this truth. Imagine that you're walking along a path and this truth, that it's not safe for me, this belief you have, this false belief you have that it's not safe for me to be whatever it is I'm supposed to be or want to be. I want you to see it overlaying the ground you're walking on and creating this unstable foundation that you're walking on. And I want you to see how whenever you're trying to build something, whether it's a business, whether it's sell a product, whether it's get a promotion at work or find a job, it's there. It's making everything unsteady. I really want you to see how this energy is infecting your life. I want you to see your ambitions in the future for yourself and how, as you stretch your hand out to them, how they seem to step away from you a bit further and you can't quite reach them. And the road between you and your ambitions is like mountains. It seems so hard and so far away to get to them. You've been carrying this belief that it is not safe for you to be you, for you to shine, for you to stand out, for you to be an author, a writer, a painter, someone who teaches people about something really special, or perhaps you have a belief around your sexuality or your body image, or perhaps that you can't have your dreams, that you can't have your cake and eat it. Being rich or successful is not something available to you because it's not safe for you to have those things. And as you've been imagining, harnessing your imagination and seeing how far away your ambitions are, seeing how rocky the road feels underfoot, I want you now to start noticing that your higher self is flowing to you the most beautiful divine love. And he or she is joining with your soul energy to fill every single cell in your body with love. And as this love begins to permeate each of your cells and all the space in between, I want you to notice how in your mind's eye you can stand a bit taller. I want you to notice how your back is straighter, how you feel more peaceful and more calm, how you feel more hopeful, and that there's more possibility or opportunities becoming available to you. I want you to notice that as this divine love spills out of your physical body onto the road beneath your feet, how it begins to smooth out the foundations, as if skimming it with the most beautiful, delicate plaster. But this plaster is incredibly strong. It's not fragile. It's just beautiful. Notice that this skimming plaster might have a color or a hue to it. And notice how, as it dries, it begins to permeate the ground below. And it's beginning to spread towards your ambitions. It's beginning to spread out into all areas of your life, whether that be work or your relationships. That includes family, friends, animal companions, romantic partners, ex-partners, step parents, foster families, adoptive families, all are included in relationships. And then how it's seeping, this beautiful plaster is seeping towards your money stories and your relationship to work and your relationship to receiving and allowing money. Allow yourself to see these things or feel these things or know these things. Because what divine love is doing is healing those old traumas, releasing those old stored low vibration, releasing it all. You don't need to carry it anymore. You're safe. We've got you. Your higher self is here to help you. I'm here to help you. Athalia is here to help you. Know that you are safe. The truth is, you are safe. And as you begin to say that to yourself, you may doubt it a little bit. But I want you to keep saying it to yourself as you notice how this divine love is flooding out of you now and moving into every area of your life. It's going over those mountains towards your ambitions and it's beginning to flatten them. Because divine love is powerful. Divine love cannot be denied. Divine love removes all doubt, all low vibration, all disbelief. Divine love inspires hope. Divine love inspires opportunity, possibility, ability. It inspires you to act. It inspires curiosity and desire for change and for more. And you are reaching for more from this place of the truth is I am safe because God loves me, because God wants me to succeed, because I am here to experience every single thing possible that is available to me to experience in this life, good and bad. But it doesn't matter if it's bad because I know the truth is I can change my perspective on that and I can remain connected to God's love and know no matter what it is flowing through me. The truth is I am safe because I am wrapped up in his love. I take no action, no steps without his love accompanying me. The truth is I am safe. The truth is I am safe. The truth is I am not alone anymore. I am safe within God's love. Take a nice deep breath. And as that truth begins to settle, I want you to look around in your imagination at your dreams and your desires and notice how they seem to be coming closer. The truth is, I am safe. The truth is, I am always loved by God. Even when I don't believe I am, even when I don't feel I am, even when I don't recognize I am, the truth is I am loved by God and I am safe. And just going to flow some sequences to you all. You might feel it as a hug or an embrace.